The fishing news is brought to you by Interlux Marine Paint and fanatics of Ocean City, celebrating 25 years at the Jersey Shore.
I'm Jim Hutchinson with the New Jersey Delaware Bay edition of the Fisherman magazine, and an understandably quiet week this week, post-blizzard and post-nor'east storm. Checking in with our friends, though, along the coast, varying degrees of damage, storm damage. Of course, you've been following the headlines as well, and hopefully you made it out all right, your business, your home, and of course your boat. Down in Cape Henlopen along the Delaware beaches, they were hit fairly hard. The Lewis Canal overflowed, put it bluntly. But Joe and Amanda, who are actually down in Florida right now from Lewis Harbor Marina, they did say the shop weathered it just fine. It's up high on piling. So most of that damage really kind of centered around most of the dunes and some of the back bay areas, but hopefully they'll be all right. There was some storm damage again along the bay shore on the Jersey side around Fortescue. Mayor Campbell said there was some significant damage, although that bulkheading work that happened down in Fortescue since Sandy seems to have overall done its job. Mike from the Bonanza 2, of course, checked in and said the big story from Fortescue has been the ongoing dredging work at Fortescue Creek. So we're looking forward to that. That'll be a great opportunity for folks heading into Fortescue this season ahead. Of course, the high water in Cape May County was the big story of the week. They had more water in Cape May County than was seen during Sandy. So many folks really working hard to secure their homes and property. Over at Two Chums Bait and Tackle in Sea Isle City, the pumps were working overdrive to keep the inventory dry. So we do hope our friends in Cape May County weather the storm okay, and we will get through bright and happy on the other side. Ocean County, meanwhile, which got hit so hard during Sandy, fared pretty well. Some significant beach damage along the way. Some typical flooding in Beach Haven, for example, around Morrison's. We've been seeing water in the streets for years, of course. And yeah, more beach damage up in Harvey. Cedars, Sue from Surf City Bait and Tackle shared this photo. And again, look at all that new dune grass, and the ocean is washing into that as well. We saw more storm damage along the Monmouth and Ocean County beaches as well. Nick Honicheski got out and surveyed the damage and took a picture from one of his favorite stretches of beach. You can see more erosion that we suffered from Bay Head down through Normandy Beach into Ocean County as well. Meanwhile, our friends in Pennsylvania were dealing mainly with heavy snow. Over at Susquehanna Tackle, the guys there have been busy all week since a partial roof collapse this week with the heavy snow. So I'm sure they're going to be keeping busy, making sure the shop is in good order. We're looking forward to seeing those guys from Susquehanna Tackle at that Oaks show, which is coming up later in February. Obviously, the weather kept many of the boats tied up at the docks this past week. All week, the big Jamaica, the snow on the docks and the heavy surf and everything. But by Wednesday, these boats, the Jamaica 2, so many of the boats looking forward and actually getting back out onto the offshore grounds, looking for ling and porgies, and of course cod, like this one. Captain Steve Spinelli of the Skylarker got out on a cod trip right before the storm, so I know these boats are looking forward to getting back out. Keep an eye on the weather and take advantage of your opportunity to get out there on these offshore grounds looking for some cod. Of course, the blackfish season is still open as well. Some New Jersey and Pennsylvania lakes are now holding some safer ice. You want to look around. Hardcore hardwater angler Dave Don't Fish Enough Kier had at it during the blizzard, actually, on a private lake in North Jersey, found the perch and pickerel. If you're looking around for safe ice, be sure to give the shops a call. Ramsey Outdoors, Fairfield Bait and Tackle, Harry's Army and Navy. Look around for some of that safe ice. And of course, start thinking warm thoughts. If you're looking to get out of here, get away to the warmth at some time, I would encourage you to look towards the Florida Keys down in Isla Morada. Captain Bruce on the Captain Easy Charters out of Isla Morada, one of our advertisers down there. He's been getting into some African pompano. He says it's a rare catch, and I can't say he's getting into it on a regular basis, but it's been pretty good with the mahi and the sailfish, and caught a couple of African pompano just this past week. This weekend, you're going to be stuck indoors. Well, streets are cleared. Go on out and enjoy yourself. The Atlantic City Convention Center, of course, is hosting the Canyon Runner Offshore Tuna and Marlin Seminar Series. That's going on Saturday. There's a fishing flea market presented by the Sunshine Foundation of Ocean County. That's being held in Mystic Island from 8 to 2 at the Little Egg Harbor Community Center. And of course, Next week at the Atlantic City Convention Center, it's the Atlantic City Boat Show. That one runs from Wednesday through Sunday. Fishing seminars are brought to you by the Recreational Fishing Alliance in partnership with the Fisherman magazine. I'll be out there on Wednesday afternoon at 2:30 talking about Great Bay weakfish. Which brings me to the February edition of the Fisherman magazine. Probably delayed getting your copy this week because of the snow, but you'll get it. Make sure you look for Eric Burnley's article on weakfish. Some important scientific research going on in Delaware Bay on weakfish. I'm sure we'll talk about that on Wednesday at the Atlantic City Boat Show. Stay warm, keep an eye on the weather, and we do have that warming trend this week, melting the snow and hopefully giving you an opportunity to get offshore for some cod. But until next week, I'm Jim Hutchinson, and we'll see you over at thefisherman.com.
The Fishing News is brought to you by Intelux Marine Paint and Fanatics of Ocean City, celebrating 25 years at the Jersey Shore.